Hey, everybody, welcome. It's Kathryn Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and you are absolutely in the right place, the right time, and the right way because this is the weekly virtual Commanding Wealth Circle. I'm Kathryn Perry, your host. And what we do as a group is we get together every week to be in support of each other and each other's dreams and their goals, and to be a little accountability too, to help people stay on track. But it's also where we get to apply the principles of the one command that was written and created by Asara Lovejoy, incredible teacher and healer, and my dearest friend for almost 30 years. Um, Developed this program, developed this method, and together we created a whole lot of seminars and got to travel the world and share it with the world. And what we do in the group here is help people apply it more to their daily life. And this format that we're in and this circle was originally as live group circle that started in my home in Dallas, Texas back in 2005. And at one point we had groups in 17 countries, and we still have something like 250 certified One Command Circle leaders who host little groups and trainings. So I'm so pleased to be able to host this group. Now, the way that this works is pretty simple format. We're going to be doing this a little differently, but generally we like to check in with everybody, find out what's working and what you're commanding for. Very often I will do spot coaching. I've got to roll back on that a little bit because of the size of the group. And what I've noticed is, though, that as we get together as a group, certain themes start to emerge, and then we find that we are all actually working on very similar things. And so, as I help people format the right command for themselves, this creates an activation for other people. And then I take the group up and walk them up to the 6 steps of theta, stay to group one command, but then I may add some other groups to help support the work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little check-in with the group right now. Hey, Richard, and let me stop the screen sharing. Yeah, and get over to, why is that not working? Excuse me just a second, because I'm seeing two different things here. So let me get over to my Zoom and see what the heck is going on, because I should be able to have a group, a way to see the group. So guys, go ahead and turn on your cameras. And I'm not sure what you're seeing right now. More chat, so there's no there. Yeah. So today I'm seeing that we've got Ashok, hello, Richard,
Yes,
Cassandra, and Maria. So let me see if I can make this bigger so I can kind of see everyone. And it makes it easier on the video too for people to do it. But it is not letting me show the gallery. And every week there's some new little thing with Zoom. I don't know. This is how it is today. All right, my friends. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start with Ashok because I haven't seen you for a while. You seem really bright and shiny and excited. You were, I think the last time we talked, there was some little issue with, was it your son or your daughter? There was some disagreement.
Right. My son had some issues with drugs, marijuana and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So,
And right now, today I'm focusing on, I have two properties, two homes ready to sell.
okay.
One is a new home and one is renovated, rehabbed home. So
Okay.
sell it easily and effortlessly.
All right, so you're ready for those to sell at the highest price to the best buyer possible, right? Okay, so I don't know how my homes are sold to, I only know they were sold at full price or better now, and I am fulfilled. It's grammatically incorrect, but it's intuitively correct, okay? So I don't know how my homes, actually we could say I don't know how my homes are sold,
Yes.
But it helps too to go. I don't know how they were sold. It just happened so quickly. I only
Okay.
know they were sold at a higher price than what I dreamed, and the
Yes.
deal went very quickly. Now, and it's happened now, and I am fulfilled. Right. So, always want to bring in that good feeling. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
do me a favor when those houses get sold, let me know. But I've got a little extra intuitive magic around house selling and everything. And I like to talk to the houses and tell them to help me get the house get sold.
Okay.
Okay. So just say, hey, house, what do you need? And imagine that house telling you, like, oh, make sure it smells good, or make sure that the lights are bright, or
Okay.
it'll co-create with you. And you can even talk to your house and say, hey, bring the people that you want to live in you next.
Oh
Right.
wow. That's a
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful process, but just spend some time in your mind's eye or your imagination talking to your house, and it'll tell you what to do.
Okay. I'm
Okay?
blessing them every day though. I send them love and blessing.
Yeah, but let your house talk to you.
Okay. Got it.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank
Thank you. Hey, Mr. Richard, if guys, it feels like it's been forever since I've seen anybody. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
All
How
right,
about you? How about yourself?
doing really well.
Uh,
Um, just life is good. We've got my sister has sold her house, and so I'm not going to be going back and forth between two places. She moved
okay.
here. She's here in the house in the next room right now, about to move
Uh,
her little house onto the property. So
oh, okay.
we're the compound.
That sounds like it. That sounds wild.
Yeah. So what are you commanding for today?
I'm not exactly sure what to command for. Everything is going very smoothly. I mean, I could say something for health though, as far as what I could command for, but this is not. I know normally would be for Sue's group, but I mean, I know you could very easily use the one command for health. Um, I don't know. How do you use the one command for health as far as like if my pituitary and my hypothalamus is a little sluggish, let's say,
Hmm.
that's what I've been told. Uh, it's a matter of you can say I don't know how my hypothalamus and pituitary glands are working perfectly. I only know it is so
I don't
now
know
I
how
am
they're
fulfilled.
operating at optimal levels.
You're up to
Right?
my level, but how do you get to like how do we word that optimally to say I don't know how the causes of my pituitary whatever is
Well,
resolved. How do you do that?
okay, so we have a negative cause, right?
Yeah.
And right now, the negative cause is creating a negative result,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So right now, all you know is the result, but you don't really know the true cause. They have a guess as to the cause,
Okay.
right? But right now, we don't know what's causing it,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And so we have to allow ourselves to not know what's causing it to not work. And
Okay.
now, what if we can go ahead and expand that not knowing to allow it to work perfectly,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
just like you are, so this is a way of creation. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is I wasn't going to teach. The way of creation has been I don't know, right?
Yeah.
So right now
Right.
you don't know the negative. So right
Right.
now you don't know what negative factors created this, right? So I
No.
don't know how to activate positive factors that create positive health,
I don't know how
positive
I act.
outcomes. Yeah.
I don't know how I activate positive factors. I'm sorry. I
Hmm.
didn't.
Yeah. I don't know what they are. I only know that all the positive factors are in operation now, and my body or my hypothalamus and pituitary are working
Yeah.
perfectly now, and I
Okay.
am fulfilled.
So it's a little more elaborate than just saying it's working perfectly. It's sort
Yeah.
of.
I mean, the thing is, this is to calm your mind and try to
Okay.
make it perfect, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like, well, I don't know how, we really don't know how to heal it, right?
No.
I don't, and you have this idea and belief. We always have to meet that negative belief in the
Yeah.
moment, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what
Yes.
do we do? We go, wow, I have no idea. Like the doctor said, very likely that this is caused by this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, very likely, as your other doctor, as your other doctor,
Say
uh,
something different, man.
very likely, what could cause your wellness and the reversal of all that damage and for those programs to turn off, off, off is to simply have a new idea about what's
Yeah.
possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Somebody got that. And this is exactly the whole thing because we argue all the time about our reality and we try to
Yeah.
believe that, we're having to take back that authority of like that belief, the belief of the authority of the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We got to take that back of, well, I'm glad I got a diagnosis. Now I know where to start with shifting my belief. Okay.
Okay. I'll digest that a little bit. Thank
Yeah.
you. Just
So it's
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
No, just that, just a quick note because the other people here want to talk. Just quick, what we had, that session, brainstorming session we had over a year ago, it's happening now. We're putting vignettes in it, we're putting visuals in it, making a complete package of our play, a movie. We
Okay.
actually call it a movie. I get this, we're putting Van Gogh-ish type images along with it. You know how intense that could be.
Very intense. I'm just going to go ahead and just heal everybody as it passes around, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. You'll be hearing more about it when we,
I look forward to it.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
for sharing that with the group. We've been tracking you.
sure.
Okay, I want to check in with Cassandra. How are you? Let me unmute you. There we go. How are you doing?
I'm a little frustrated with the whole house sale, but things will work out.
Okay. So I thought you had an offer on your house that didn't work out.
Well, they found my chimney needs to be repaired, and then they claimed they couldn't inspect the shop heater, but it turns out it was turned on, and their inspector was a idiot, to be
Okay.
polite.
Okay.
I have better things to say about him, but yeah, so it's just been real frustrating, and their agent is nasty. He like yelled at my agent, and anyway, it's a mess. It's
Okay.
what it is. Just some negative energy to get through in order to get to a better
Okay.
life.
On the other side of frustration, what do you want to find?
Ease and happiness, peace and serenity.
Ease. Ease and happiness, ease and serenity. So I don't know how I create a state of ease. Of, I don't know how I can and am creating a state of ease and serenity within myself. I
I don't
only know, yeah, I only know I am at ease and at peace now, and I am fulfilled. The way to think of that is, a state of being is a creation. I mean, it's a response, right? But I don't believe in arguing with what we're feeling. But if in the middle of all of that, if we could think of it as like a color or something, and you could just find one little dot of ease or serenity, right? Like there could be a little dot of light in all that swirling darkness of frustration. And you started focusing on that, what happens is as we focus on that, it expands, right? So we wanted to shift over, and it makes more sense that that ease and serenity would make it easier to make decisions. Because with the frustration, you're literally draining blood from the front of your head, your brain, and it's stopping you from actually taking right action. Okay.
Okay.
So wherever, however you can find it. Okay. And whenever you notice it, Be present to the little moments of ease and serenity. And borrowing a line from Prentice, all things are working together for your good, and just to be curious. I wonder how this is going to wind up working for my good. So curiosity can move you through too. Okay.
Okay.
All right, honey. We're standing with you. That it's sold.
Thank you.
All righty. I'm going to unmute Emily. How are you, Miss Emily?
Hey, I'm good. I've been very busy this week and the end of last week. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So, business is looking very promising. I'm getting close to a deal on one of my larger offerings, and
Okay.
so it's sort of culminating. I think I'm gonna have 2 or 3 people to deal with all of a sudden, and this one's been on the market for over a year, so it's kind of all coming together. There's a couple of other deals I've already commanded for them, but they're still hanging in limbo. So still looking for mostly a buyer for my catering company right now. And
Okay.
so that's kind of, I guess, where I am. That I don't know how I'm going to find the right buyer for that business, but I only know that I will, and I am fulfilled.
Yeah. I only know it's sold now. Okay.
Pardon me?
I don't know how. I only know my catering company is sold for an excellent price
Very good.
now, and I am fulfilled. Just keep it very simple.
Very good. Very good. Other than that, I really don't have anything to complain about.
Well, I am so glad life's moving forward for you.
Yes, yes, it is. And I guess one other command is I'm really, as you know, I'm not happy with the company I've been with, and I'm looking for a solution to be able to integrate my Florida and North Carolina business under one umbrella.
Uh-huh.
Currently, I work for 2 different firms, and so I'm trying to work towards a solution where I can get out from the auspices of, or the underneath the one I'm working with in the Charlotte area. The guy is just nickels and dimes me to death, and the other agents. And it's like every time we have a closing, he comes up with more and more things to charge against my commission that are not really justified. So I am talking to an attorney about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I close this big one I'm working on, he's going to be taking much more of the time than just comes up with these procedures and processes that I've never heard of. Like, oh, by the way, we're going to take away $200 to pay for the administrative assistant, and oh, by the way, I'm going to charge you rent back, and oh, by the way,
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not the agreement.
No, it is not. It is not what I agreed to. None of that is in writing. We do have
Yeah.
a commission agreement in writing, but
Yeah.
yeah, the policies and procedures manual that I've never seen. And,
Yeah.
And he just comes up with these new policies and procedures. He's like, well, the manual is in the break room. Well, I haven't been to that office since March. And
Yeah.
so, it's really unfair. And so I don't know how I'm going to get out from under that umbrella.
Yeah.
I only know that I will have found a much better employment scenario.
Well, or create your own, right?
Yes.
So I don't know
That's a
how you
very
find,
good
yeah,
possibility, too.
that's it. So you're actually creating your own scenario anyway, even though up until now you've created this employment situation, right?
Right.
So I don't know how I create a new employment situation that serves me better.
Yeah.
Right. And just know that right now, with all that happening, that's just the universe saying it's time to move along. Okay. So don't argue with it. Just take the sign and go ahead and start preparing your way to the next thing. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, honey. Well, we'll talk to you soon. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, Kathryn. Appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye. I'm going to tune in to Hannah and then Joanna. Hannah, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, I hear you. Sorry, you were kind of
Okay.
messing around with a lot of stuff, and the camera was doing all of that, and it was. I thought, you really wouldn't want to see all that on video, so that's
Yeah,
why I went
I
ahead and
couldn't
pulled it.
hear. I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear. So I was moving the video around the tablet close to my ear so I could hear what was being said.
Okay. Well, can you move it over so that we can see you? I like the
Can you
little
hear
corner
me?
nook you have there. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
All right, good. Now we
Okay.
want to see you. Move the thing so we can see your face. There we go. Keep going. There we go. There you are. So what's working for you, honey? What's working for you this week?
Well, I I've been for some time now, for about a year or two, I've been thinking about reducing my medical work to working 3 days a week.
Okay.
And so I've finally gotten approval to do that. So from September, I'll be working 3 days a week. And so I'm glad that that has happened. So that's what's working, because I tried to do it in last year, November, but it didn't work out.
Okay.
So the challenge I have now is even though I've reduced my hours, my workload is still the same.
Okay.
So it's almost like I'm working for less but doing the same work. So I've already brought it up, but there's been no solution to, in terms of someone taking off some of the children on my caseload. And so yeah, so
Okay.
that is,
Yeah.
it's bothering me a bit.
All right. Well, I mean, your productivity will.
And the other thing is what I would like is next year by this time, I would really like that my either the coaching that I'm doing or the property I'm doing should at least be able to replace half of my medical pay so that I can move towards more into that realm, because that's what I want to really do.
You want to move where? I missed something because it went blah on me. So I'm so sorry. So
I'm not Can
something
you
on
hear
your
me?
pay? Yeah, I can hear you. So what is it you
Okay.
need? You need to increase your pay, or I'm so sorry.
No, what I want now is I want over the next year to gradually increase the income I'm getting from my coaching, and I'm also going in property. But I don't know about property, whether it could start bringing income yet. But the other things I want to do for the 2 days a week that I would not be doing my medical work, I want it to replace the income there, so that I'm gradually moving away from the medical work to this other coaching business.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know how I replaced my I don't know how my coaching income
I can't hear
replaces
you.
my job income.
I'm not
Right?
sure what's wrong with the audio in this my tablet today.
Yeah. So you and I have 2 more sessions. I think we've got a couple of sessions scheduled. I think we need to use one of them on that. Okay. Because there's some strategy, but go ahead and just, I don't know how I am easily generating a full-time income with my coaching business. Okay. I only know I am
Wow.
easily generating
Okay.
full-time income now, and I am
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, so simple, right?
Yes.
Decide how much money you want to
Thank you.
make. Okay, how much money do you want to make? How many hours a week do you want to work? How many people do you like to work with? You start doing that back then.
Yeah.
About how much you can.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks. Thank you, Kathryn.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Okay, so go ahead and do me a favor, mute yourself. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to tune into Joanna. Are you back, Joanna? Let's see here. I think someone came to the door. Joanna, are you there? There we go. There she is.
I'm sorry. I heard a noise inside. I went inside. Hi.
Hello. Could you shift your camera down just a little bit? I kind of can only see the top of your
Yeah,
head. Awesome. Thank you.
I can't see my own image here. I don't know why.
Huh. Well, let's see. If you expand the gallery,
Oh,
because it's
okay.
only four
Well,
of us.
that was it. I wasn't getting the gallery view. Now you can see me, right?
Okay, I see ya. So what's working?
Mostly what's worse, I'm getting some work done. I just finished a PowerPoint, but just heard from the client saying that they think it's too big. So some things are working.
Okay.
Some things are working. Had a really good call with a client of mine this morning. That was excellent. So that was a very, very uplifting. We're just finishing a 5-part series that we had been doing, and now we're doing a bonus call tomorrow, which is great. And she's back up on, she's been in a really bad state. So she's sounding great. She didn't sound as bad as she had but lately. So that felt good.
Okay.
That felt,
Wonderful.
yeah.
How can we support you today?
Well, I just have a tremendously long to-do list, and I'm just not, as fast as I'm getting things done, other things are getting put on the list. And I would like to get to a point where that list is smaller. And it just doesn't seem to be there. And I got a lot of work to do for my presentation next week. And I just want to be able to sit with that quietly because I'm redoing my entire PowerPoint. I've already spent 3 hours on it. And I just want everything to move a little faster.
Okay. So we're going to do a command on time. So you have all the time you need to rest and reflect.
At the time, yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
I don't know
it's
how time stretches and contracts by my command. I
okay.
only know I have all the time I need and more now, and I am fulfilled. And you got to get a clear idea of what success looks like on that. So for me, anytime I do it, it's like, oh yeah, I see myself walking into the place at 10 to 7, right? And I'm in this feeling. So I got the image and the feeling. I've got a specific and then a positive feeling. So have in your mind's eye, that might look like you sitting down and having a glass of wine and just kind of looking back on your work going, wow, I got it all done. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's Friday night and I'm all done and I'm so proud of myself. Right. And I got it done and I'm actually ahead. And I'm not going to do anything else on the weekend just so I can recharge my brain.
I haven't had a weekend like that since December.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why, maybe that old axe is getting a little dull. You might have to
Oh, I know.
make yourself take a break. Yeah.
But, well, I did because I had a flood. So yeah, I did have to take a break last week, clean up the mess.
Yeah. No, but go ahead and put that in, get that on your calendar. I'm going to have a glass of wine. I pushed on my imaginary calendar that I don't have on the wall here. But anyway, that's a note. It's 8 o'clock. I'm sitting down to have dinner and a glass of wine, and I'm thinking, wow,
okay, that's not that's exactly what I have not been thinking.
Yeah.
So I've been visualizing backwards.
That's the most important to do of all is to take that.
Right. You're right.
Celebrate.
Right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Let's see. Let me mute you, and then I'm going to tune into Maria. Gosh, I have missed you guys. It feels like it's been forever, but I did the 5-day challenge last week, and so I was on every single day. Maria, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi.
Talk about an awesome 5-day challenge. OMG. You are fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been watching replays and I've been working on it. I don't have it all in my head yet, but a couple more times before it comes down.
Yeah. Well, since you were one of the most involved people, guys, pardon me, I'm going to make a little side comment here. I was planning on having a boot camp this Saturday, and I realized I really wanted it to be better than it was going to be with the amount of planning I had to do. So I went ahead and just quietly took it off the calendar. I hadn't really promoted it or anything, but I am going to do a 1-day boot camp to kind of roll in all those tactics and everything I taught in the Master Your Sales Mindset 5-day challenge. So thank you for the compliment on that. Because
Pom-poms are just part of the standard equipment for you.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
very cool.
how can I support you today?
Okay, today, well, I need to get my head back because I really took that time. I just thought, I can be marketing and doing all kinds of things, or what if I just do this? I can do it so much faster, right? So I need something still inside of me that's stuck, that getting that motivation.
Okay.
And so I kind of peeped out a little bit today and yesterday, and so I'm needing to be able to talk to power people and say succinctly the most perfect words that are going to open their mind and hear me and get what I want. Get the appointment.
The people that know how to make those magic words get paid a whole bunch of money. But let's do this. You have it within you, and the way that I found to have those best words is I actually found a little script. I found a little picture. I'll email it to you. I'll post it in. Oh no, I'll post it in the group, in the Mindset Mastery group. I'll post that later today. On like
Perfect.
what some good opening lines.
Yes.
That the thing is, the best book I ever saw is Flip the Script, or Pitch by, or anything by Oren Klaff, Klaff. Pitch Anything, and he knows how to put together that pitch, and the very simple sentence. And you can get it on Kindle or get a used copy or whatever, but you got to tune into that Pitch Anything. It's the best technical book ever written on that. Okay, and it's like, how do you get them on the phone to have a serious conversation with you, so you have that chance to, hey, here's the idea, here's the thing I'm doing, and be able to get in the office and have that 15-minute first chat on needs assessment, right? So Pitch Anything, highly recommend it. Okay.
Perfect.
So in order to know the right words to say, you've got to be the right person. So I don't know how. The right. Are you a woman of faith?
I
Are
can
you?
be, yes.
Okay. Well, in Jeremiah, there's a story about the young prophet Jeremiah, and God said, go to the city and go give this message to the kings. And Jeremiah goes, well, Lord, I can't go because I'm just a youth. And the Lord said unto him, do not say you're but a youth. I knew you before you were formed in the womb. I will put words in your mouth. Okay. So as you align to the person that you want to talk to, right? And this is already, if you had a desire to talk to them, let that desire be the connection. There's some business we have, we don't know what it is, right? But my command for you, and my favorite command I've used in my life, is like, I don't know how God puts words in my mouth. I only know I am saying the right thing at the right time, right now, and I am fulfilled.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, if I bust it out, well, bust out that Bible today. But Jeremiah is where that comes from.
Right. And so in using those words, I need to a couple of people for different projects. So I need like a key person. And I've gone through family and friends thing, and that doesn't really, I'd be rich by now. So it's how to find the person that's going to be loyal and can really do what I should be able to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think that's a conversation you and I need to have off the books here. But
I plan to.
Yeah. So I'll shoot you a message. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay.
you. Alrighty. All right. Woo. All right, everybody. Let me go ahead and come back here. So we are. It's about that moving forward, being in control of time today, and all things working together in right time. And even starting, if we think about this line starting between like Richard and the time that he's in, and not knowing. Remember, like we started out talking about, he doesn't know actually what caused the disruption. Okay. But what is he aligning to? the solution. Right now, Ashok has houses to sell. He has a good idea, he's experienced, but he really doesn't know exactly what's going to be the thing that makes it happen, right? We could, because Sandra is going through the same thing with her house, and then control over our time, and then Emily being in this work situation that's no longer serving us. We're always in this forward motion, every one of us. And the main thing that moves us forward is discomfort. The other thing that moves us forward is vision. And if we find that we're spending a lot more time in this discomfort, it's because we're not in alignment with our vision. So I want to do a command before we get started on I don't know how I remember my vision and my mission. I only know I'm in time and on time for the fulfillment of my mission, and on fulfilling my mission and my purpose now, and I am fulfilled. Then we're going to go backwards on y'all's. Okay, does that make sense? We don't want to move from discomfort to discomfort to discomfort. We want to move from success to success to success. Okay, so sometimes life has to go a little pokey so we can keep going. All right, so let's just go ahead and align heart to heart. Okay. And remembering the basic command, I don't know how, and then you state your command. So when I walk you up, I'm going to say, I don't know how, and then I'll have you insert your command. And then I always make sure there's an extra space for like the little clarification that comes in. Okay, so we're just going to align first heart to heart, master to master. And in this place, let there only be love between us. Let that love become illuminated. And now I just want to invite you to just send your blessing to each person in the group. And just keep doing it until you receive that blessing. Thank you. Oh, I felt that. Thank you. And I want to just invite you to picture, visualize, or imagine that you're like a tree. And you're just going to ground and feel your connection to the earth and the earth's connection to you. And imagine that you're able to draw up that earth energy up through your feet and even through your lower spine. Just feel that energy start to come up through your body, giving support to all the muscles and the vessels and the tendons, arteries, ligaments, all the systems. Just giving you that physical support. Bringing your attention to your heart as you're aligning to your purpose. And your purpose is what you're commanding for today. The home to be sold, the money to come in, the new and right job, the divine health, clarity, time. Just align to that which you desire. And in your mind's eye, what would it look like if you were looking back, satisfied and fulfilled at what you commanded, manifesting? So like Joanna sitting on Friday night, thinking back on her week, feeling proud. Mark that moment of you celebrating or being aware or being grateful for the fulfillment of your command. I also want to challenge you to put a date on it. Yeah, we never talked about that, but make it real. That helps your unconscious mind. There we go. And just align to that. Yeah, that got a little scary for a second, but just let your heart balance you out. Now picture, visualize, or imagine that you have a pole of light that's connecting you to source. And I want to invite you to roll your eyes up and allow your consciousness to go up that pole of light. And the higher you go, the faster you go. And soon you find yourself surrounded by that beautiful black void in space. And break through the darkness into the light of pure, open potential. Here's the first command that I'm making for you. I don't know how. I vividly recall my vision, my mission, and my purpose. I only know that every step I take, every action, every thought, every decision aligns to that greater vision now. And I am naturally and easily flowing to the fulfillment of that vision now, and I am fulfilled. I don't know how. I am aligning to my purpose, and everything I do fulfills my purpose. And it's easy to stay motivated because my purpose matters. I only know that this mission matters now, and I am reaffirming my commitment now, and I am fulfilled. You can let your eyes relax, let that go, let that expand out. I don't know how I'm moving forward from success to success to success. I only know that I am able to see, hear, feel, and successfully interpret the signs of the universe. Now, and I am fulfilled. You can let your eyes relax as that all expands out to an idea even greater that serves more good. Eyes up. Roll your eyes up. There we go. And now we're going to state your command. I don't know how and then state what it is that you're commanding for. I only know it's so now, and I am fulfilled. I'm going to let that go. Let that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. And then there may be a little clarification or a little thing that you want to make sure you add to your command. Now's your chance. I don't know how. I only know it's so now, and I am fulfilled. There we go. And now let that go. And now we just want to create this field of appreciation and receiving and gratitude. And now just create that field of gratitude and feel yourself coming back down into it. Gratitude, appreciation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now witness something that represents the fulfillment of your command. It could just be energy, it could be light, it could be an image like a phone, whatever comes in. It could be a signed contract. Glass of wine. Yeah, there we go. Just let that come in. And as you start to receive all that knowledge and increase that state of being. And we're just going to let it continue to arrive. And we're going to let it unwind, unwind, unwind. Any old thoughts, images, ideas, any old programs that may be stopping it. Now we're going to just rewind. We're actually speaking directly to the master DNA strand, and we're going to let that rewind. Thank you. And allow these new ideas and potential to arrive. And then remember, of course, we always say this, that the seventh step is inspired action. So be ready for that idea, inspiration, or opportunity, and take action. Don't argue with it or wonder. The universe is giving you the solution, so go for it. The other thing I want to point out, and you may have seen this, is you want to think back on your situation when you're initially thinking back. This is kind of like borrowed from a couple of modalities, but we could call this a balance wheel. But when you think about your situation and what it is that you want to create, think back, kind of go through here. It's like, hey, if this were fulfilled, what would be, what would my environment look like, right? What would be changed? Like for Emily, she is saying she wants a new employer. So she has a new company, and that creates a different energetic environment, some new other things. But then there's new behaviors. There's got their policies and things that she has to do with their systems, right? You could check back on what beliefs or values you hold that are going to support you making it happen. But you could also notice what limiting beliefs are coming up or what could be conflicting with your values. You can check in with your sense of your ability. Like Joanna, she's saying, there's just so much. I don't even know how I'm going to get everything done because there's too much. She's not feeling before like she had the ability to get everything done. So now if she's commanding for it to be done, she'd check back. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, do I feel like I'm able to get everything done? And then that would, if the answer is no, or it's still a little low, it didn't move off, then she could check back on that and say, well, okay, so I don't know how I increase my sense of capability from a 6 to a 9. I only know I'm more capable than I know now. And then maybe there's something that you're wanting to do. And if you're not connecting, Maria, with these heavy hitters, maybe you're not meeting the heavy hitter inside of you. You're not seeing yourself equal to them. So you would look at your identity. Am I someone who has the ability to make things happen? Am I someone who has that kind of knowledge? Am I the person that goes? Am I the kind of person that goes from success to success? And then you want to check in and see how it all aligns to your personal values and your spiritual path. Spirituality usually has to do with how the greater system all works together. Okay? And of course, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this and your commitment to the group. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I appreciate you, and we will be back next week. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you. See, I'm trying to get out of here. It won't let me go.